Best Irish music on irishradio.org with Jerry Byrne.
Irish Radio, I'm Jerry Byrne. Since COVID kicked in and all the rest of it, I'm speaking to many of the great and the good and the talented of Irish music and Irish entertainment, and what an amazing, incredible amount of entertainment and fabulous talented entertainers have come out of a very, very small country. I've got a gentleman, my guest now, who's from County Mayo, and together with his partner in music, Matt Doyle, is from a group called Break Free, who've been playing right across Ireland for a number of years to tremendous success. I'm delighted to say hello from his home in County Galway to Kieran Donohue. Kieran, how are you?
Jerry, how are you?
Not bad at all, Kieran. Listen, it's lovely to chat to chat to you and catch up with you. Tell me this: how many years are Break Free going?
Myself and Matt are together just over 6.5 years. We had played in different bands before that, but not as much as what we have done in the last 6 years. You know, we were just doing it part-time. But now, before the COVID kicked in, Jerry, we were doing 3, 4, maybe 5 nights some weeks, like, you know.
That's absolutely superb stuff. Well done on all of that. And you know, and the thing about it is, with yourselves, you've made a major impact over those 6.5 years.
Yes, Jerry. Matt is also an artist. He does a lot of portraits and that, and he's done a lot of portraits of country music artists, both American and here in Ireland as well. And we kind of mixed the portraits with the music, and people got to know us that way. So we built up a great fan base throughout Ireland, and the work was flying in, you know, for the last 3-4 years once people got to know us and heard us gigging and that, like, you know.
Indeed, yes. It's interesting you actually mentioned about Matt's arts, the artist, the drawing and all that. He's extremely well known. I have seen his incredible work on Facebook, and it's astounding. Yes. Absolutely astounding.
Yeah, he is gifted, all right, yeah. He's really gifted with the art.
Indeed so. I believe Matt is originally from County Wexford.
That's right, yeah. He's from Enniscorthy in County Wexford. He moved to Charlestown in Mayo probably about 12-14 years ago, and I met Matt just nearly 7 years ago. So we got together, and we had one practice here in my sitting room one night, and the rest is history, as they say.
Right, that's not bad going. That's not bad going at all.
No.
You know, the thing about it is as well. I mean, not alone with the with Matt's art, but I mean, your music has has catapulted you to popularity right across the country. I mean, you do travel quite a long way.
We do, Jerry. When we started, like, we were just basically covering Galway and Mayo, like the radius of maybe 50 miles. But now we play from Donegal to Kerry to Wexford. We actually play all over Ireland now, so it's great, like, and it's great meeting different people in different areas. You know, you have different sets of, songs as well for different areas that go down better, and it's just nice to meet people and make new friends through the music, like.
Indeed so. It's it's absolutely excellent. It must be one of the things, Kieran, which which you find in the strange times that we find ourselves in, that you must really miss is the actual meeting people.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. By right, Gary, I shouldn't be here tonight. On the phone, I should be gigging somewhere. And at the weekends especially, it's very difficult for a lot of artists, like, not getting out there and doing what they love, being on stage and interacting with people and having the chat afterwards and that, like, but also a lot of the dancers that would come to hear us, they miss it as well, like, but we do keep in contact, through Facebook and maybe the odd phone call and that, like, and the Christmas cards and that kind of stuff. So, it's nice that way, but it's still terrible that, how you can miss it, like, so much.
Indeed so. It's it's having a major impact. And the thing about it is that it's in every country in the world, and it's every single performance, live performance, be it theatre, be it musicals, be it anything. It doesn't matter if it's a stadium concert for 100,000 people or just a social dance for 30 people. It's everything has been totally wiped out.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. There's nothing happening, Jerry. It's terrible. And as you said, whether it's 100,000 or 30 people, like, that was their night out or their weekend out, like, and it's just so difficult for them all now.
Indeed so. It is very, very, undoubtedly very, very changed times. Tell me, have you done any yourselves? Have you done any Facebook Lives or anything like that since lockdown?
We actually haven't, no, Jerry. The reason being, Matt lives just over an hour away from me, like, so with all the lockdown and the restrictions, we couldn't actually travel for me to be in his house or him to be here in my house to do a Facebook Live together, you know. So that was basically the reason we didn't, because, you know, with this 5K strict lockdown we were in for a long time here, we couldn't travel. But hopefully we'll get there soon when things lift a bit, the restrictions lift a bit. So we'll look at something to do then.
Indeed, something to go to, you know, and possibly do at that stage, because some artists have had tremendous success. I mean, absolutely huge viewing figures. You know, I'm talking way over the viewing figures of the television channels on the live shows. So truly an incredible impact that they've had there. Was most of your work, Kieran, involved in the social dancing scene?
Well, Jerry, we actually played from the pub that would have the 30 people that might only have room on the dance floor for 3 or 4 couples or whatever, to the social dancing thing. We were very busy throughout Ireland, and also, you know, you'd have parties and weddings and after parties, so we catered for basically everything, like, you know, that anything to do with country music, really. We cover some American stuff and then all the Irish country music, and, you know, we do the bit of 60s and the rock and roll, you know, the Elvis and the Dire Straits and that kind of stuff. We could mix it up a good bit, like.
Excellent stuff. Sounds like a great show, and you know, I'll have to say, well done to yourselves on the success that you've made of it, you know, and to be performing right around the country. Obviously, it's brought you to you know, to the eye of the public, not alone just in the west of Ireland, but right across Ireland. So fair play and well done on doing all of that.
Oh, thank you. It has, in fairness, yeah. You know, but if you get, you know, when you meet people and you get on well with them and you put on a good show, it's word of mouth after that. Like, you could be ringing, you know, places to get gigs for years and years, and they'll say, yes, yeah, we'll get back to you. But then, you know, they never do because they haven't heard you. But when you get word of mouth, you know, people hear you somewhere and they stay in their local area. That's really the best way to get around, to get gigs, like, you know.
Indeed so, definitely is, and you, as they say, you come recommended on that.
Well, we're getting on well, and, you know, we are getting a lot of work in, so that, you know, that speaks for itself. Then when the phone keeps ringing and that, like, you know, and we look forward to the day the phone starts ringing again to get gigs in, like, you know. In fairness, we had a lot of work in for you know, even for 2021 before the COVID kicked in, but thank God, only yesterday week we got the first phone call for gigs for 2022. So people are still thinking ahead, like, you know. Indeed
so, and that's the way it's got to be. And you know, it's the same with everything else. It's the same with all pandemics. They've came and then they've went, and you know, this one will be no different. And you'll be back together with all the rest of the crew back in action as soon as it's safe to do so.
Oh yeah, we really look forward to that day, like, you know. But please God, everybody will be there to come back with us, like, and the big bands and the small bands like ourselves, and all the dancers and the people that goes out, and even the people, you know, that just mightn't be into the dancing, but they still sit down and enjoy the music, like, you know, like, they're very important as well, you know. Everyone is important to have there at the gig, like, you know. Indeed so,
how true it is. Kieran, listen, it's been lovely to chat to you. Good luck to yourself and Matt off Break Free, and listen, I wish you all the success of the world, and listen, as soon as it's safe to do so, I'm looking forward to somewhere along the winding path meeting up with you and seeing you performing on stage once again.
Hopefully, Jerry, and thank you very much for the call, and I want to send best wishes to all your listeners there. It's great for you to give me the ring and the interview. Thank you so much.